Mendicity Institution, the Mendo, is Dublin's second oldest charity, established in 1818. It was originally based on Usher's Island, facing the Liffey. It was the scene of fierce fighting during the 1916 Rising. And was destroyed along with much of the city. It has always worked towards the relief of poverty in the city. And continues today as a food centre, providing free meals daily. Mendicity and the Books of Transmission. Transmission was a system whereby people were funded to return to their home place, a place where they had been promised employment or to be reunited with friends or family that would be able to support them. Those applying for transmission were required to labour the mendicity for 4 weeks while their cases were being investigated. That generally sorted out the deserving from the undeserving. From the many records of transmissions made, these stories relate to County Tipperary.
March 4th, 1884. Alexander McConnell, 28. Wife, 22. And 2 children, 2 years and an infant, are natives. He of Scotland, she of Tipperary. They came from Manchester 10 days ago. He was a private in the 48th Regiment. Was discharged 2 years ago. Her people are living in Tipperary. Having no means, they apply for transmission to Tipperary. Thomas Sinclair Banshak. Thomas Sinclair and son 18 are natives of County Tipperary. They came from there last July to look for employment. They have not succeeded in getting anything to do and being quite destitute. They apply for transmission to Banshak where he left his family, wife and 7 children. Francis Ryan, Clonmel, July 18th, 1882. Francis Ryan, 21, is blind, a native of Clonmel. He came to Dublin some years ago. He was in St. Mark's Hospital and since in St. Joseph's Blind Asylum. He wants to go back to Clonmel and applied for transmission there. Bridget Sampson, Tipperary. Bridget Sampson, 45 and 3 in family, age 19, 12 and 9 years, are native of Tipperary. They came from there some 4 years ago. Her husband, who is a baker, is delicate, went back to Tipperary and is now employed there. The family are quite destitute and they apply for transmission to Tipperary. James Bryan, Clonmel, January 23rd, 1883. James Bryan, 65, is a native of County Tipperary. He came from there some 6 weeks ago for the purpose of getting into hospital. He has been in St. Vincent's Hospital and is now discharged. Not having means to return to his home, he applies for transmission to Clonmel. November 28, 1882. Clonmel. Thomas Manny, 40, is a native of Clonmel. He came from there last week to look for employment. He left his wife and family of 7 children behind him. He has not succeeded in getting work and having no means, he applied for transmission to Clonmel.